So before I explain how this works, I'm just going to go through step by step and show you what would typically happen as you use a vacuum cleaner. So first off, you just have these rotating, hairs and stuff pick up all the dust, and then the dust would eventually get transported to about here. This is where all of it gets sucked up through this tube all the way around, and now this is about step 2. Step 2 is when it goes through this tube, and then step 3 is when it goes all the way around this new tube, up and down and all the way around, and then out into this hole. That is where it enters step 3. Step 4. Step 4 is when it finally enters this huge filter, because that's basically all this is, it's a filter. And through this filter, all of the dust and stuff gets trapped right here. It gets trapped and it just sort of collects to the bottom. But all the air gets to pass through into this hole here. And so that would be step 5. And then at step 5, it's just sort of going down through this pipe. It's going down all the way through this, all the way down. And then you've got step 6, which is when all the air enters this vacuum chamber. Next, I'm just going to actually explain why all of this happens and how this all works. So as I said in the other video, there's a fan blade inside of here, inside this little drum. And what happens is this fan blade spins, and just like with any fan, you've got the side that blows air at you, and you got the side that's just sort of sucking in air. And the sucking inside is very useful, because what happens is it sucks in all of the air it needs through this hole up here. Let me go over to it real quick. Edit mode. There we go. Let me get out of edit mode. There we go. So this hole is where all that air that the fan down here is sucking in comes from. So let me just see, I'll make sure you really get it, that it's a hole. See, it goes all the way down. It connects over down into this base down here. So this hole is now just sucking in air. And what we want is we want it so that all of the air is being sucked in through this hole down here. So what we could do is we could just sort of connect this hole to this hole, because this hole connects all the way back through down here. So in other words, if I just had some sort of pipe, like a pipe like this, right? Just connecting this hole and this hole together, it would suck in air all the way through here, down here, and it would suck in the air out right there. All the air would come in through this hole right here, which would be good, but you'd have a couple problems if we were just sucking in air straight with just a pipe, just a pipe like this. The main problem would be that all the dust and stuff that you're getting from down here, that these hairs are picking up, it would just go straight down into this hole, and after going into this hole, it would go down into this fan down here, and it would just gunk up all the works. It would be really bad. All of your dust and dirt and hair and everything would just go straight into this fan down here, and it would probably stop working. In fact, it would be really bad because there's not really any good ways to open up this down part. So all your hair would just be sort of trapped in there, and it would eventually either stop working first, or it would become filled up, and then it'd have to go all the way up. But yeah, so what we do is we actually put this on here. This is a sort of filter. This filter collects all of the dirt that comes out of this hole right here, and it gets collected down here. And then you've got all the air to just pass freely into this hole right here. And that's basically it. That's how the vacuum cleaner works. All the air keeps going, and it goes down into this fan, and the fan just blows it out through some grills that would be here. I don't really want to put it there because it just wasn't that important. The air just comes out of there. It's not hugely important. Oh, it seems like my friend's playing some Rainbow. Is that gonna go? There we go. But yeah, another little thing is this fan down here, it's spinning, and it's also connected to this shaft right here, which also spins. And that shaft is connected to this belt, and that belt moves, and it drives these rotating hairs. So that basically the rotating hairs can do this sort of thing, yeah. I believe that's it. Well, life is an experiment, and you are the scientist. Thanks for watching. Bye.